Hi again. I'm going to take a different tact to this question, a different approach. Instead of just multiplying by my lowest common denominator, I'm going to do like what I do with fractions. I'm going to find a common denominator. So my lowest common denominator is 4x. So then I'm just going to take my equation and I'm going to make each denominator 4x. Now, really, this employs the same strategy. So what I see here is I've just rewritten my equation. I ask myself in that first term, how can I make my denominator 4x? Well, I simply multiply both top and bottom by 2. Now here, my second term, which is 3/4, how can I make that denominator have an x in it? Well, I simply multiply both top and bottom by x. And the last term, thankfully, is already my lowest common denominator. Now I'm just going to multiply each term. So as I move from the first step into the second, remember when we multiply fractions, you multiply the numerators and then the denominators. So really this is 10 over 4x plus 3/4 times x over x is 3x over 4x. Lastly, on the right-hand side, this is 9 over 4x. Now, what can I do? Well, I can multiply both sides by 4x. And it's going to seem like, why would I ever do that? But now imagine what's going to happen. If I multiply both sides of the equation by 4x, the denominators cancel each other out. So all I'm left with is the numerators. Now, although this seems much easier, it is much more limiting and is a little bit more burdensome as things get complicated. So I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides and then divide both sides by 3. Now, I have to pay attention to the restriction. X cannot be equal to 0. And what we see here, x is equal to negative 1/3. Exactly what we had before. That's my solution.